Welcome back to Doing Bar Things, and in this episode, sorry if I'm a little nasally. I got some sinus drainage or something going on there. Um, I saw a video from HAWG who said that this was on the official Diablo 4 channel on YouTube, and I was like, no, it's not. Yes, it freaking is. I am laughing at this. What a joke. This is a joke, right? I mean, it's kind of funny, and I don't mind necessarily that they're doing this, but for them to do this, make a cooking video right after they just got flamed by uh, everybody for Rod's take on Path of Exile 2. If you're not aware of this, so okay, I've been a long time gamer. First off, love the Diablo series from back in the day. I've been more not happy with it as time has moved on. The recent release reveal of Path of Exile 2 has got everybody really excited, me included, to become an exile and to go and play that. And if you are in ARPGs at all, or if you're curious about it, I mean, just go look at the release of that, the reveal trailer for PoE Early Access, PoE 2 Early Access. Path of Exile itself was a pretty good game, and a lot of people loved it. I never got into it, but it just has become more and more apparent to me that Diablo 4, they'll fix Diablo 4 in about 5 years from now, quote unquote fix. I just don't have patience for it. I'm going to go and play something else, like is what it boils down to. I just get bored to tears when I play Diablo nowadays. And I probably just need something new. I think Path of Exile 2 is going to give that to me personally. And I think it's true for a lot of people. And it's a real eye-opening moment, which I think is why Rod Ferguson made the comments about we should normalize Diablo-like or something. And now we've got a themed cooking video after that. And I don't know how to say you're cooked more than by making a cooking video. I mean, what is this? Really? This lady, they're trying to do it thematically, so they got this lady with these really grimy arms doing it. Um, why? Why do this? 2 pounds of venison stew meat. Cool. Awesome. Man, they lost the plot. They're a video game maker. Like, what are we doing here? Uh, if you're doing really good, if things are going really good, then maybe do something fun like this. Um, maybe do something fun like this anyway. I guess I don't know. I just think it's kind of ridiculous, honestly. Um, it's cringe cosplay. I guess I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Um, I don't. God. And again, like this probably is, they probably had this idea for a while, like, hey, we're going to do this. And then, yeah, they've just gotten destroyed by Path of Exile. Maybe that's it. Maybe they're going to make Tupperware now and just cooking recipes instead of video games. Maybe that's their plan is. Maybe? What do you guys think? I don't know. Anyway, it's ridiculous. Hog made a funny video laughing at this. I didn't believe him. And I came out here and it's like, oh my god. Diablo 4 dark delicacies, really? Okay. Okay. So anyway, I'll see you guys all on December 6th, Exiles. Oh my god. Alright. Anyway, let's do some hardware news. Or hardware stuff. Yeah. Um, Montech Hyper 360 and 240. I built a system for my uncle with the 360 millimeter AIO from Micro Center. I bought it for $89. This is $79 for the 240. Which honestly, I'm kind of looking at it now because I really liked the look and feel. It felt decent quality, building with it, and I just want to make you guys aware. Like, my experience with this is pretty good. I'm not paid by Montech. I'm not paid by Micro Center. Like, I'm not paid by anybody that I want to be paid by. Let's get that straight. For an ad or anything. I just had a good video. I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, so this cooler was decent. I thought it mounted pretty well, surprisingly, even though it used the default AMD hooks, which I don't really like all that much. But the way that they implemented it was decent. And the fans were already mounted. There was a good layer of thermal paste already on the cooler, which I thought was good. Where I was mounting a 7600 X3D, like that thing takes no power. It's going to produce like no heat underneath that cooler. That was more of just, I mounted that in the roof of the 207, Lee & Lee Landcool 207, because I wanted all the exhaust fans, and that gave me 3 exhaust fans on a cooler to honestly dissipate all the heat coming from that video card, that Radeon RX 7900 XT. I think that system is going to run really cool. I think he's going to have no issues out of it, I hope, because it's, 7 fans, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, he's going to be set. It looks cool, so and it was $89 for the 360 millimeter one. It's 10 less bucks for this 240. So I think he's going to be good to go. Now, I didn't do any benchmarking with it. It would have been a very unscientific test because I didn't really have anything on me to do any sort of comparison against or anything like that. Like, I was just trying to get his system built so I could get home. So that was kind of where we're at with that. But my experience from the assembly, the quality of the components, stuff kind of putting it together, it felt all right. Like, it really did. It felt good. It wasn't. It didn't feel like it was going to be a problem at all. So it was good. Really good price for this, and it's more falls in line with the Arctic freezer, kind of price quality sort of equation versus something like, say, some of your Asus AIOs, which they got all the screens, but they're massively expensive. So if you're just looking for something to get the job done and not look horrible, I think that's not a bad choice. So anyway, just thought I'd quote my experiences. Pretty good. Lastly for today, the newsflash, the new generation Intel and AMD GPUs, low end, can beat the 4060 Ti. God, I hope so. God, I hope so. 4060 Ti was just, man. Not a good GPU, in my opinion. And I don't want to begrudge anybody for their for their purchase at all. I'm not here to get into the video card flame wars or anything, really, or manufacturer flame wars. Like, I'm not about that. I just want the thing that gives me the performance I need or what I'm looking for. I want my bang for my buck, like, is really what I want. And I want everybody else to have that same bang for their buck. I don't want, as much as possible, I don't like manufacturers taking advantage of people, including myself. So that's what I'm saying, and I just felt like the 4060 was just not a good buy. It was just bad. The performance was not great. Like, I think the 3060s in some cases kept up with it. It was only when you got like your DSL and stuff like that going, but honestly, ray tracing at that price is just not feasible. It's just not good. I wouldn't recommend it, because the video card just can't really handle it. I mean, the 4060 Ti, I think, and the 4060 only used 8 PCIe lanes, I believe. think they were ×8, if memory serves. Yeah, I bet I could find that out real quick. RTX 4060. Yeah. So, as a matter of fact, what Asus did, I believe, is they released a card that used half the lanes, and then they put a SSD slot on the card to use the other 8 lanes. It's like, what are we doing here? You know, what is the to do? Like, why would we produce something that is just so low performance and then advertise it as a ray tracing card, put RTX on it? Why would we do that? I don't know. It just seems kind of silly, you know. And I get it. You know, people have budgets, right? But my suggestion to those people, and what I think really got people more of their bang for their buck, was to look at a last gen card like a 6800 or 6750 XT, or maybe even a 3060, which maybe you could find for a cheaper price that basically perform the same roughly, or you know, even kind of the ARC A770, because you could get 16 gigs of VRAM on it, you know, if you really but like these 8 gig cards, there should be no 8 gig cards. Like, new GPUs should all be 10, 12 gig, even in the low end. They should be. They're not going to be. They're going to release an 8 gig card, no one believe. But we're going to quickly get to the point, I think, in the next cycle where those 8 gig cards are going to sort of go by the wayside. And NVIDIA is doing everything they can not to put VRAM on these cards because that costs them money. So they want to keep it, you know, cheap, I guess. It's frustrating, man. I don't... Anyway. So yeah, I really hope that those cards beat this card, because if they don't, then I'm going to... we're going to have a problem with those too. Now keep in mind, it depends on what price segment, right? So the lowest price segment, 4060 Ti range of performance, probably to be expected in a way, but that should be like a $200, $250 card maybe. Your next step up should be more like a 4070, right, for $300. But you know, I don't know if we'll see that. Probably not, right? Anyway, I would take some of this with a grain of salt. I would yeah, it's not a high-end model PCIe X8, right? So the B580, B570 are launching mid-December, supposedly. And you'll see the 8600 XT Navi 44. It's not going to be in 2024. It'll be early-ish 2025. I think the Navi 48, which is the upper-end model, that's the 8800 XT, should be, right? That mid-tier card. I think you'll see that first. You'll see that in January, probably. But the lower-end model of that, which would be theoretically the 8600 XT, I think basically what they're going to do is they're going to come out with an 8600, an 8700, and an 8800 probably at some point. The 8700 XT will be slightly cut down, or a cut down 8800 XT, and then your 8600 XT will be the bottom one, right? So it'll be what, 250, 350, 399, and then 500, right? Kind of as your price breakdown, I'm guessing. I don't think Intel's even going to be able to match that. I think they'll match the two lower end cards with this B580 and B570, maybe. We'll have to see. Like, but I don't expect anything really super upending about the Intel cards, and the AMD cards are probably going to be the budget option going into 2025. Is basically what I think we're looking at, and that's it. So. Last thing, last thing non-related to any of this, my last video got 1,800 views, thank you guys so much. Thank you for all the comments. That's awesome. I can't even believe that. I have 86 subscribers now, and I'm going to say the same thing. If I get 100 subscribers, I'm going to be like, what the? Oh my God. There's that many people out there that listen to this dude just rant about hardware. That's amazing. I really appreciate it. I'm going to get better at this if I'm getting that many views. Like, I'm definitely going to look at trying to do it better. This is just something I was doing for giggles, just to have an outlet to rant about hardware. Honestly, that's really all this was. And so for a video to get like 1,800 views is so incredibly humbling and amazing. And just, again, you bring a smile to this dude's face. I can't believe that. And had like 40 comments or something. I was going back and forth with people at hardware. I'm like, this is amazing, And so I'm really humbled by that. Really appreciate it, that anybody would take their time out to listen to this stuff. So I really appreciate it. And in summary, Diablo 4, what the hell? Come on, get your act together. Hyperflow, AIO, really not bad. Was fairly happy with how that was. And I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen to this low-end stuff. I think AMD is going to probably win here, but we'll see. Either way, if the 4060 Ti is your target, then you shouldn't have any problem doing that. So we'll see what happens there, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and a nice rest of your weekend. I'll be looking at maybe making another video again soon. Thank you.